Good afternoon, eighth period. It sometimes stinks to be eighth period because all the meetings that get scheduled for our building leadership team take place in the afternoon. So I'm sorry to abandon you, but you've been left in the hands, the quite capable hands of Mrs. Urich. Today's Monday, September 26th, and just a few announcements. October 11th is the makeup vocabulary quiz. And so I've given Mrs. Urig copies of the additional list. Even if you're not planning on taking that makeup quiz, please get a list so as you're reading the story, if you come across a word you don't know and it might stand in your way of understanding, that you have a reference sheet, kind of an extra help for you. I'm going to be mentioning this makeup Blackboard assignment. Everyone was supposed to complete the Show Your Complexity assignment in Blackboard, where you cut and paste different sentences from your writing, and only 48 out of 80 people have done this. So if you need to get in and do this, you should see it on your grade report if you have it completed or not. And then the only day that I'm available to do this is this Thursday lunch. And I'm pretty frustrated because most of you should have been doing that on Friday. On Friday, our major goal was to complete the Show Your Complexity assignment, finish up final cleanups, edits to your academic paragraph submissions on Blackboard. That's what happened on Friday. If you were out, you need to come in here at lunch or after school or before school and get that taken care of. Friday was a flex day, so lots of flex work came out, and if you completed flex work, it should be reflected on your grade report today. So good job to those of you who are using it. And all the flex work pretty much is still in session right now. I think we do have flex work that's ending this Friday. Today's Monday. You got your secondary list of vocabulary. We're going to use that as a resource. We're going to answer the question, who was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle? Really with a 5-minute video that I've left up on a tab for YouTube for you guys. In class this week, we're going to be reading The Red-Headed League by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It is a Sherlock Holmes story. It's rated at a 1080 Lexile level, and for some students, it was the first time reading writing that was written from a British author. Sorry, he's Scottish, British, and it has a higher level of vocabulary. It is a 1080L, so it's kind of more towards the end of the 9th to 10th grade band. So there should be moments that are fairly challenging, but we're going to break it into smaller pieces so that you can take this text one piece at a time. This is a flex work that Teresa Conley did. Sherlock Holmes has a wicked awesome mustache. Sorry, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle has a wicked mustache as well. There's some book covers. Excellent hat. Probably most known for The Complete Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is a collection of short stories. So if you like the story that we're reading this week, there's plenty of opportunities to read more. Here in a moment, I'm going to have Mrs. Urig play for you this 5-minute clip. While you're here, though, make sure that you get a green textbook. They're all around the room. The Red-Headed League is going to start on page 97. Here's the assignment that we have on the table for us in class today. Please put your name here. The title of the assignment is Jabez Wilson and the Great Job Interview. The standard is recalling, summarizing information about text. You're going to be listening in total in class today to about 14 minutes of audio. Here's how you can get back to it should you need to, or should you're absent, or should you like to listen to things online, especially outside of class. There's 3 good things about this assignment. The first one is that when you're finished, you do have a summary of what happened in your reading. So it's built around a framework where you can kind of understand what's missing from the structure that's already in place. So it's a little bit easier than writing a summary. It's mostly like a fill in the blank. However, the blanks don't always have one correct answer. For example, this one's going to ask you to give 3 physical descriptions of a character, and you can pick out of the 15 physical details whichever 3 that you want. The same is true here. Many different things are noticed on this page about a character, so you choose one to kind of accurately represent that you're following along and picking up details within your reading. There is a typo on this last page and here. So please realize, and you might want to take a moment to correct those, because Monday morning typos have always gotten me down. In class today, you are going to be first with Mrs. Urig and as a guided class, listening to the first part, just page 97 of the audio. After that, Mrs. Yurig is going to pause it and she's going to call in a couple of people to see what information you put in each blank. And she's going to check it with the key and make sure that you guys are kind of headed on the right part. Apparently, some of the hardest blanks are here and here. She will then play for you the remainder of the audio up to minute 14, which will take us all the way to the end of page 101. Once you listen, you should be trying to fill them out as you listen, but if you want to just focus, you'll get a chance afterwards in a quiet environment to look back through the reading, piece together some details as well. So make sure that when you go to do this, that you use the structure that's already in place to help you be successful as well.